Hey everybody, welcome to OG's Hooking and Stitching Out style. Oh, I'm on the ferry, heading over to the mainland. I'm going to take a trip to Michael's. I'm actually going to yarn store. I have to get some faux fur. I bought hubby a bathrobe a couple Christmases ago, and he's 6'2", and it's not long enough. He wants it down to his ankles. So I said, well, I can add on to it, and he saw my faux fur, so I'm gonna get some of that or some chenille or a combination of the both and add on to it. Just do some crochet, just crochet around it and add on to it for him. And he said then he'll wear it. So we're gonna go there, and I got a $200 gift card. So, well, it's a little rough today. We got another storm coming up through. Hopefully it'll skirt us. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Yesterday I tried, oh my heavens, yesterday in the Facebook group we were doing a live because I did the drawing for the Happy Mail Advent project and got kicked off, and then it was just an impossible thing. But everybody got their partner and everybody's excited and really getting into it, and that's I know I'm excited. I already had my first two Happy Mails done, and my third one's already pretty much together too. So I'll be videoing through the trip up there to Michael's. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Oh, I can come back on. I thought we were coming close in, but no. So I start to chat a little bit. I had popped up onto the community tab there the new technique that I've been practicing on, and it is the Crochet Mosaic. Courtney from Five Frog Studios is one who introduced me to it, and I have been wanting, I practiced for quite a while. So I am doing a wall hanging using Butterfly Alley, and I'm going to combine a couple of the patterns into the wall hanging. And somebody had given me the idea to take, I have two straight knitting needles that were my grandmother's. They're not the same size. They were just two individual needles. I think one was from Sears. Yeah, so anyways, I'm going to use those to put at the top and the bottom for the wall hanging. So it's a way of having, repurposing something from grandma and see how it comes out. And but I'm enjoying doing it, and I'm definitely enjoying using my crochet hook from Courtney, the Nelson Wood. And I kind of got my eye on one or two that I'm saving up for in my finished object jar as I put my money into it. And I caked up the rest of my Priestess Coat yarn, and the rest of it I had to order 3 more. Well, it came in a 3-pack. It was cheaper to do it that way than by individual to make sure I have enough. Because Darlene, when she was doing hers, found that it seemed to be size small. So I just bumped mine up to 2X. So if it's a little bit big, that's fine. I don't care. And while I'm there, I'm going to try to get some extra faux fur for mine. Mine is mink, and it's like a gray and a white. Every place I looked at was out of stock, and it wasn't going to be back in stock. Some places March, some places April, some places no date. So I'll see if they have the faux fur at Michael's and see if there's any good deals. Anything they have there that I can put into my gift away basket. I also have 3 Advent boxes I'm working on. But other than that, I'm just going to kind of walk through the day. I know one thing, this wintertime, it gets so dry in the house. Every day I wake up with a sinus headache. So I start my day off with a cup of coffee and 2 gel caps. And I'm sorry, let me move this back so it's not so close, because I sure as heck won't want to see my face this close up in the morning. Yuck. So anyways, now I'm going to sign off because we are coming into the wharf here on Letitia's side, and I will, maybe I can get some footage when we're at Michael's. I don't think I've been able ever to show you our Michael's. So hope you're having a good morning. And I'm going yarn shopping. When was the last time I was yarn shopping? It's been a year. I think it's been a year since I was in a yarn shop. Wow. Most of them I just do mine online anyways, but I'm not really buying a whole lot of yarn because You all know how much I have. I am down 6. I'm using for my mystery cow with Ladybird, so I did subtract 6. I'm down to 1162. So I'll see you at Michael's. Bye for now. Love you guys. Hi everybody. Well, I'm home and I'm back from Michael's. I couldn't get any footage in Michael's because the music was so loud. Darlene said maybe they do that so people don't film. But I got some yarn. I scored. And I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to tell you what I paid for it. And then I'm going to tell you how much I saved. I will tell you I used my $200 gift card. The whole thing. Poppy said that's what he gave it to me for. So now some of this will be for giveaways. And all of it, I have never had any of this. So I have enough yarn in my stash. So I always have yarn for giveaways. But a lot of this is for his robe that I'm going to be adding on to. So what did I get? And I will tell you, I showed great restraint on buying. I stuck to the 2 end caps that had all the sales, and I put a bunch of stuff back. I'm going to show you the first thing. I had a bunch of these in my buggy, and I put them all back but one. And the only reason I kept this one is because it was my colors. There was only one of them, and I only bought the one. And this is Ogo. And the colors is mint julep, but look at the colors. There's the blues and the greens, and you guys know that's my color palette, Colors of the Ocean. And I mean, it's a gimmick. It's a carrot cake in a donut, and it's 502 yards. 9.9 ounces, 280 grams, number 4. Machine washable, dryable. Made in China. I mean, it's a typical carrot cake, and I like carrot cakes, but I only got the one. I only got one, and that was originally. They were $13.99. I got it for $5.99. This is all in Canadian because I'm in Canada. So $5.99 Canadian. Thought that was a pretty good deal. Down from $13.99. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna save the best for last. Okay. Now, I got, this is Loops and Threads fur. Okay. And this color is gray. I got 10 of these. And now I got 10 of these. These are normally, as you can see, $11.99. Okay. They are 37.2 yards. You can see it's pretty good. It's number 7. I think it's number 7. Number 6, super bulky. 15mm US 19 crochet hook, or knitting needles, 15mm or a PQ crochet hook. Made in Vietnam. .34 meters, 6.9 ounces, 198 grams, 100% polyester. It's very soft, but I got that to do his bathrobe with. I don't think it's going to take all 10, 10 to do it because it is super bulky. I only got to do about 14 inches lengthwise, and it's just around the bottom of his robe. So I got 10 of those. I got these for $6.99, $5 off. So I got 10 of those. They only had one of these. And this is just simply black print. And I got this as a backup for my priestess coat. I have the mink, but I got this. It's in black and white. I only got the one. So that's one bag down. So I got 10 of the gray, and I got one of the black print. So that's 11 balls, $55 I saved on those 11 balls. Keep track. Now, then I come up, because they had the Ogo and the Burnett, this Burnett blanket yarn and all these other yarns, and had it marked $5.99. Well, then they had some of these there. Caron crystal cakes. But there was no price listing for it. So I went up to the register and I said, could you check the price on this for me? He said, why, sure. $5.99. I said, thank you very much. I proceeded to go back and I cleaned the shelf. There was, I don't know exactly how many was there. We're going to count. I didn't even count. I just took what was on the shelf. $5.99. These listed for $11.99. And they were $5.99. You bet your butt I took them all. I normally don't clear a shelf. I did for these. I've never had these. I've seen the reviews that Crystal gave on them and other people have given on them. So, yeah. I don't even know the colors I got. I just took them. So, yeah, there you can see right there. $11.99 Canadian. And I paid $5.99. 64% acrylic, 24% polyester, 7% nylon, 5% metallic. Focus. Really? Thank you. And this is the Lush Living Collection. 8.5 ounces, 240 grams, 634 yards, 580 meters. Generous amount. It says it's number 4. I would agree. It's got quite a halo on it. And it's not the softest, but it's not bad. Yeah, scarfable, as Crystal says. Machine washable and dryable. Of course, I don't. And this is called Sun-Kissed Bronze. So, there's one. And then I got this one, this colorway, which is coral. It's pretty. And then I got this colorway, Shea Butter. It's like grays and tans, taupe. It's not really giving a true color. Okay. And then I got 2 of these. And I actually have plans for this. This is called Lava Rock. Look at that. Black with the silver. Do you remember when I showed you the knit crate? And let me get your opinion. Here's the knit crate. Okay, it's like a slate. I have plans. I saw that and it's like, yep. And so yeah, I had plans for it. So I got 2 of those. Nope. I got 3 of the lava rock. I got another one of the shea butter. So that's 3 of the shea butter. Okay, let me do this here. So we got 3 lava rock. Yeah, so. And then coral. I got 3 of the coral. They only had 1 of the sun-kissed. The shea butter, I got 2 of the shea butter. I found another one. So I got 2 of those. And then I got 4 of these. This is Starry Night. I think Crystal would like this one. These are her colors. Browns and grays. See if I can turn it a little bit this way. No. Turn you a little bit away from here. That'll give you better what the color is. So I got 4 of those. So on the crystal cakes, I got 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13 crystal cakes. So I saved $5 per crystal cakes. So it's 50, 65. And the only other one I got, this all by itself, was 1 cloud cake. And this is very, very soft. This is very soft. And this is Lagoon, right up my color palette. And I compare this with other things. I actually have some other Karen cakes that I could compare with this, but this is really soft. 100% polyester. That's why it's so soft. And this has 760 yards. It's a number 4. 4.5 millimeter knitting needles, 4.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I mean, all of these are from the Lush Living collection. So this must be like a limited collection edition that they're having. But this is what I had here was all that was left on the shelf. So yes, I cleaned it out. First time I've ever done that. I've never cleaned out a shelf on yarn, but I did this time. Couldn't help myself. I mean, that one time when I found the Red Heart Super Saver for $2, I took a lot, but I didn't clean it out. But this time, I took all the Karen cakes. I didn't clean all the fur out. There was still lots there. I would have loved to have gotten more of that, but I saw these and, sorry, this one's out over the fur. So, yeah, this is really, really nice. I will say about Karen cakes, they always have generous yardage. That's one thing I can say about all the Karen cakes. Whether it's the crystal cakes, the cloud cakes, the cotton cakes, they all have generous yardage. So that was the yarn I got. I'm putting it here because I'll have to add it into my inventory. The only other thing I got, and I used my, let me put this away. Sorry, it's my OCD. I have to put things away. I got two, because I don't get to get these too often, two magazines. I've got the Simply Crochet and Simply Knitting. These are UK magazines. I can't get them around here, so I got them at Michael's. This one here came with, I haven't opened it yet, but I always usually give, sometimes I give these away. This one has an additional one in the back called Crochet Edits Best Designs from Burnett and Karen Yarns. So I'll have to look at that one, and we'll do a video with all these magazines later. This is Autumn Flare. This is from 12 Exclusive Patterns for Karen and Burnett. Doesn't say, this was issue 114. Now here in Canada, it is, in the UK it's £6, $6.99. US it's $14.99. In Canada, $15.99. Australia, $16.95, and in New Zealand, $16.90. It's printed in the, okay, this was from December of 2021, so we're behind the times. And this one here is Simply Knitting, and the extra one you got here is Burda Knitting, Pretty Autumnal Styles. Okay, I can already tell you there's a set of straight knitting needles in here. I'm going to open it because they're going to go into the gift away basket. Oh, aren't they pretty? I'm sure somebody will like these. They're a set of I can't read. I'll have to check my measurement there because it's kind of, I think they're 6mm. I'll have to double check. But they're topped with acorns, and they're straight needles. They're not real long. These would be good for, like, if you're making dishcloths or a scarf. 5mm. So these are going to go in the gift basket right over here. So I'll put them in the gift basket. Somebody will get that maybe in a kit I put together or something, or just by themselves. And we'll do a video on magazines. So I got these two magazines. Now, what did I spend? The total came to, with all the yarn, which was, 4, 7, 10, 13, 15, 16, 26 cakes and skeins of yarn. The two magazines. The total was $196.72. Now our tax here is 15%. So total was $226.23. I saved $147. I saved, if you just take away what I paid for the magazines, I pretty much saved as much as I spent on the yarn. So I saved over 50% on the yarn because the magazines were $30 for the two of them. So that would have been $166. And I saved $147. So yeah, those two together was over $300. So I did pretty good. I think that was a pretty good deal. And this will go in my box up there where I have every yarn purchase I've made for the last 3.5 years. So I know exactly how much, and I know exactly how much I've saved. I do not pay full price. I don't. I may have a large stash, but I can honestly say they were all good deals. And that is, I know that's some extra yarn. I'm going to put it in my inventory and but 10 of them I bought for hubby's bathrobe that I'm going to do. And through my stash, there's going to be yarn going out in giveaways, and I may even put the kits together for those Phoenix Shaw. You know, I may put the kit together instead of doing a gift certificate. I don't know. You never know with me. If somebody in Canada wins, yeah, I can use my flat rate boxes, because I talked to the post office about the flat rate boxes, and we have a large box too now. So, but other than that, that's all I bought. That's all I bought. I have some orders coming, non-yarn, other than my 3-pack of Shawl on the Ball for my Priestess coat. Now here's the kicker. A lot of Shawl on the Ball colors are discontinued. A lot of them, including the Feng Shui that I needed for my coat. So I went on to Amazon.ca. One Shawl on the Ball was $14 and change. A 3-pack was $30. No brainer. You buy the 3-pack. It was $31. Free shipping, no tax, no import fees. So I got the 3-pack. I mean, there's generous enough yardage that it can be used for another project. So on the community tab, I popped up thing showing what my new technique that I'm practicing this year is my mosaic. I've been practicing on the mosaic, but this one is actually a project that I'm doing. And this is what I've got done so far. And you can start to see it's starting to look like a butterfly. This is Butterfly Alley from Courtney over Fiber Fox Studios. I had bought the chart set. She gifted me the other chart set, Butterfly Lane, which both of those will be combined eventually into a whole project. But what I'm doing with this project here, I have 2 needles in here that were my grandmother's. My mom, when I went home a couple years ago, Mom had given me Grandma's. There was a couple knitting needles and a bunch of crochet hooks. I gifted the hero hooks to Crystal because I figured they'd get a good home there, because I don't use plain metal hooks. And Crystal loves the hero hooks. That's all she uses. And I figured that would be a good home for those hooks to go to, because I know they would be taken care of and they would be cherished, as did my grandmother. So they had these two, just these 2 odd needles. They're different sizes, and this one here is from Sears. Sears doesn't even sell knitting needles anymore. And this one here is a boy. Okay, 2 different size needles. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to make a wall hanging, and I'm going to put them in the bottom of the wall, in the bottom here, and I'm going to incorporate them into the wall hanging in memory of my grandma. And I thought that would be a good way, you know, kind of have my grandma kind of incorporate it into something from my, you know, from my grandmother. So, and these ones here, I'm going to do the same thing with. These needles, I've given away all but a couple sets of my straight needles. These are boys 17s. This was the very first set of needles I bought back in 1979 when I taught myself how to broomstick knit, or crochet. Knit, crochet, broomstick lace. I was in nurse's training, and I went down to a little local yarn shop, bought some yarn, bought these, and through a book taught myself how to broomstick lace. And I have had these needles ever since nurse's training. Do the math. I'm 60. I graduated in 1979. I'm old, and so are these. And these have actually gone with me everywhere I've lived. And I actually, up until a couple years ago, when I got back into knitting, I was using these. These are great for blankets and scarves. But then I discovered circular needles, because I actually did have a set of circular needles. Had no idea what they were for or how to use them, but I bought them because it said knitting. But now I know how to use circular, and of course, you know, you've been with me through my journey since I got back into this. Well, a little bit after I started my YouTube channel in 2019, I got back into knitting and crocheting in 2018. So, but I'm going to incorporate these into a wall hanging also. I thought it was a way to honor my grandmother, and also to kind of my roots, where I began. And my sewing machine's up. I'm going to make myself a couple of little, I'm going to see, I have a design in my head. We'll see how it works for my short needles. I'm just going to make a small fold wrap case and see how it comes for my shorties. And get my needles and stuff organized. I just want to get everything a little bit more organized. I'm thinking about taking this one shelf out of my crafting. I'm trying to get I really want my rocking chair up here. I miss my rocking chair. Anyways, 25 minutes. Yeah, I need to end this. We'll have another chat. I just wanted to show you my score, my yarn. And before you say anything, I know, but I am using yarn out of my stash, a lot of it. The projects are already in the bags, and the yarn is being deducted from my total. So this is stashed on year. I am doing stashed on, because I do have a lot of blankets that are already packaged up and ready to go. Patterns and all. Excuse me. So, hugs, smiles, and happiness. Pass it on. Make the world a better place. Have a wonderful day. Sunshine is to flowers like smiles are to humanity. Pass those smiles around. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now from Deer Island. Love you all.